Have you ever been in a place where you're creating something and you put your heart into it, your soul into it, all your knowledge, your skills into it, and nobody is seeing it, nobody is interested, nobody is actually watching it? Have you ever wrote a message, a sermon, and you put it out there, and or you are on the stage, you are actually preaching or talking your talk, speaking your speech, and a lot of people are not listening, or people are start sleeping on you? It happens to me few times. Have you been in a place where you started something new and you put your heart and soul into it, but with no result? Nobody's following, nobody is subscribing, nobody is coming in, and you're getting discouraged, frustrated, you feel like you want to give up. Listen, you are not alone in this journey. You are not alone feeling this way. There's a lot of people who start something new, and when you start something new, well, there will be situations where you are not going to see the result right away. I want to teach you of a concept called SW that I learned a few months ago from John Maxwell in my leadership conference that I went a few months ago, and it basically says this: some will, some won't, but so what? Someone is waiting. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're all doing great. Welcome to Kerby Leadership Coaching. Here in this YouTube channel, you will find everything about personal development and leadership growth. If you are on a journey of growth in your life, whatever it is, career, life, or anything else in between, leadership, growth, and personal development is the place to go. And if you're not a subscriber here, please be a subscriber. Like, comment, engage with the conversation, with the topic that we're going to address right now. We all have encountered a situation in our lives where we start something new. We decide to turn the page of our lives and we decide to do something fresh. And especially for me, for example, here, this is a brand new venture, right? I've never been on YouTube before, and I'm starting this new venture, and things are growing much slowly than I thought it would go. Now, I'm sure there's a lot for me to learn. There's a lot for me to adapt myself. I'm sure I've not even scratched the surface on how I can make it better, but I'm still here. And this is what I want to share with you, because sometimes we feel discouraged and we feel frustrated about the outcome that we were expected that is not what we see. And sometimes we are judging the outcome by what we see on the present, and we should change that. And one of the concepts that I want to help you with that discouragement, that feeling, for you to keep going and to keep growing, is the concept of the 4 SWs. SW that I learned a few months ago when I went to my leadership conference, where I got certified to become a John Maxwell speaker, coach, and trainer, and to impact the world with personal development and leadership growth. And this concept is for you, that if you have a mission, you are on a mission, you are walking on purpose, you are walking on calling, you are doing something right now because you know in your gut that this is what you're supposed to do. You know in your heart of hearts that you are sleeping, wake up doing that. Well, you have to keep going with this concept. And the concept is basically that someone is waiting for your message. Someone is waiting for your influence. Someone is waiting for your leadership. Someone is waiting for your growth. And because of that, you must keep going. You cannot give up. You have to keep treading. You have to persevere. Now, if you have seen my video so far, the word persisting and persevering comes a lot, because in the beginning of your journey, this is going to be your best friend. Perseverance is going to be your best friend. The capacity of not giving up even when all the odds is against you, even if you feel like you're talking in the wind, keep going. There's a verse that I like in Ezekiel. In the Bible, you'll find this in Ezekiel. I think it's the first chapter. God is speaking to this brand new prophet who is called to prophesy to the nation. And God is giving him an encouragement. He's telling him this. He said, listen, preach, even if nobody's listening. Talk, even if nobody is listening. Prophesy. Even if nobody is listening, because at the end, when the message is going to land, even if you're gone, and when the message is going to land, when they're gonna have those trouble, when they're gonna have those hurt, and when they're gonna actually need this message, they will remember that there were a prophet in the midst. Now, to give credit to the Bible, I just paraphrased that and I added drama into it. But basically, that what it says. Preach your message, speak your message, create your content, because there's actually someone who is waiting on you. If someone is waiting on your growth, someone is waiting on your posts, someone is waiting on your books, someone is waiting on your workshop, someone is waiting on your seminars, someone is waiting on your coaching, someone is waiting on whatever you have to offer, your painting, your hardware, your software, your leadership is expecting. So some will listen to your message. Some will respond to what you are offering. Some will buy your service. Some will connect with you. Some won't. And that's the reality. This is something that I had to struggle with my entire life, or let's say my entire career. Not everybody will get your message. You are not for everybody. God has created billions and billions and billions of people in the world to reach a certain group of people. Do I wish that everybody would hear my message or my messages, either in the business world, in the leadership world, or in the faith world, or in the fitness world? Do you think that I don't wish that everyone would get with every messages that I teach or coach or speak or preach about? Of course I would want, but some won't. And that's the reality that you have to wake up to. Some will not got into your message. Some won't follow you. And this is for any type of reason. Some won't follow me or hear me because I'm a man. Some won't follow me because I'm a Christian. Some won't follow me because of any other reason under the earth. Some will get your message. Some won't get your message. Some will follow you. Some will not follow you. Some will buy your services and your coaching and your painting and your work. And some won't do that. Do not despair. Don't try to go for everyone. You are not for everyone. You cannot serve everybody. You cannot save everyone. Even though you wish, even though it might be your aim. I want everyone to get along with my messages. I want everyone to be transformed by the power of the words that I'm saying. I do. It's actually a goal of mine. I want to share a message to every province and territory in Canada, in my country. I want everyone. But some won't. And that's the reality. And we have to wrestle with that. Some will, some won't. But at the end, so what? So what? Right? Just keep doing what you do. You know? I would love to have 500, 1,000 views. And that's mediocre. That's for YouTube, that's nothing. I would love that this video to go viral. Millions of views. And one day I'll get there. You know? So what? Nobody's listening. So what? Somebody's listening. So what? What you need to understand is, are you passionate? Are you on mission? That's what you need to figure out. Are you on mission? Are you passionate? If you are, so what? So what? If you've been watching my videos, I've spoke of a man called Les Brown. And he's a great motivational speaker. One of my favorite, is a legend. He's still alive today, and he's been doing this for a very, very long time. And anytime I need a boost of motivation, I go on Spotify and look him up and hear him for a car ride. And you know what? I hear a message. I hear one of his speech from when he started. I'm talking about 25, 30, maybe 40 years ago. This is the message that he said a long time ago. And I'm listening and I'm getting motivated now at 35 years old. At 35 years old. So somebody is waiting for this message that he talked to a group of people years and years ago. And today, this message is still circulating. And if you want to know what it is, it's possible. It's possible. And one part of this speech was, you have been given something to do in your life. Even if you're not invited to Carnegie Hall, even if nobody's listening, you talk to your plants. He used to talk to his plants when nobody wanted to listen to him. He used to talk in the shower when he had nobody to speak to him. That has been given to him to do. Do what he has been given for you to do, and this is what I'm doing. So what? People are watching. So what? People are not watching. One day, there's gonna be someone that's gonna need this message, and that message is gonna be available for that person. I am on mission. So what? So some will listen to you, some will buy you, some will buy your services. Some won't listen to you, some won't follow you, some won't buy your services, some won't buy your product. But so what? You are on mission. You are walking on purpose. You're doing those videos for something that is greater than you. That is not just for you. It's not about you at the end of the day. I'm doing it for someone that is waiting. Someone is waiting. And that's the reason why you have to keep going. Because someone is waiting. That is the reason why you still have to create those products, create those services, create your business, write your book. Even if you're not a best seller, there's a few hundred people in the world that actually wants to hear from you. There's a young man that I follow. His name is Kaden Gibb. I love this young man. He's a great guy. And he did a video at some point. I have to look him up, but he did a video at some point that I actually really, really appreciate. He was talking about, the amount of views that we get when we do a story or a reel or a video just like this one. And people are frustrated. He was speaking to a group of people are frustrated because they were only seeing like hundreds of views, 200 views. And he was comparing to those people who making like hundreds of thousands and millions of views. And he said something that is very powerful. And he said this, that those 50 or 100 views that you have, those are the people that follows you. Those are actual people that actually wants to listen to you, that actually wants to, waiting for your next stories. This actually people that are waiting for the next time you're going to post something. It is very important that you don't forget the few that are waiting on you. Even if you are looking for the millions, there are few people who are waiting on the next message, on the next video. Those are the people that you are on mission for. Those are the people that you are working so hard for. You might not become the next millionaire, but hey, you are walking on mission. You are walking on fulfillment. And I want to tell you something, because that one person waiting on you, it's worth your hard work. It's worth it. It's all worth it. The hours making those videos, the hours making your product, the hours spent for that one person that you will change their lives. It's worth it. So if you feel discouraged, if you feel down, if you feel frustrated because you've been creating stuff is not the outcome that it is, keep going, keep growing, keep staying faithful, stay consistent, keep your discipline, because someone will listen. Some won't listen, and that's okay. That's okay, right? Because so what? I'm walking on mission. I'm walking on fulfillment. I'm walking on purpose. And someone is waiting. If you like this video, like, comment, share this video with a friend that needs to hear this message, and subscribe to not forget anything or miss anything from Kerby Steven Leadership in this channel. Ring the bell that you don't miss any notification, and keep going, keep growing.